What if the monstrous figures lurking in our past aren't mere figments of fantasy, but distorted echoes of realities we're only beginning to understand? For millennia, humanity has spun intricate myths, populated by creatures both terrifying and wondrous. But what if dragons, cyclopes, and griffins weren't born solely from imagination? What if they arose from misinterpretations of natural phenomena, or even fleeting glimpses of forgotten technologies? The very power of storytelling lies in its ability to mold the unfamiliar into the familiar, often sacrificing accuracy in the process. Think of ancient mariners, stumbling upon colossal whale skeletons stranded on distant shores. Without the scientific lens of paleontology, could they have envisioned these bones as belonging to gigantic, one-eyed humanoids, thus birthing the Cyclops legend? Or perhaps the fiery breath and serpentine forms of dragons originated from witnessing volcanic eruptions, transforming geological events into legendary monsters etched in collective memory. As Pliny the Elder wisely observed, there is always something new out of Africa, a sentiment that could easily extend to the unknown wonders and the dangerously misinterpreted of the wider world. Storytelling, passed down through generations, acts as both amplifier and distorting mirror, crafting enduring myths from fleeting encounters. Across cultures, from the lindworm of Germanic folklore to the serpentine lung of China, the dragon reigns supreme. But what if these fire-breathing behemoths were born not of magic, but of misconstrued natural phenomena? Consider the awe, the sheer terror, inspired by thunderstorms. The sudden, suffocating darkness, the deafening roar of thunder. Wasn't this a celestial dragon unleashing its fury? And the dragon's breath, the lightning strike, igniting wildfires that devoured landscapes. Ancient observers, lacking our scientific understanding, may well have interpreted these cataclysmic events as the wrath of a powerful, scaled beast. The association of dragons with fire is particularly compelling. Beyond wildfires, what of meteor showers, streaking across the night sky like tears in the fabric of reality? Could these easily have been perceived as dragons hurtling through the heavens? The Perseid meteor shower, occurring annually in August, would have been a truly spectacular and terrifying sight to ancient civilizations. Imagine witnessing a dragon shedding scales of fire as it traversed the cosmos. These celestial events, combined with volcanic activity and other natural occurrences, likely coalesced into the global dragon myth, a testament to humanity's enduring fascination with the power and mystery of the natural world. This fascination extends beyond fear, touching upon a primal respect for forces beyond human control, now channeled into the enduring image of the dragon. But what of the Cyclops, that one-eyed giant of myth, a creature faced by Odysseus himself? Could this monstrous figure, too, spring from misinterpreted natural history? The answer, perhaps surprisingly, lies in paleontology. Imagine ancient peoples stumbling upon colossal skulls, far larger than any human they had ever seen. Specifically, the skulls of extinct dwarf elephants, like those discovered on Mediterranean islands such as Sicily and Malta. These elephants, while smaller than their mainland cousins, still possess skulls of considerable size. Critically, the large nasal cavity, the opening for the trunk, was positioned prominently in the center of the skull. Is it so hard to believe this could easily be mistaken for a single, enormous eye socket? The limitations of ancient anatomical knowledge are key. Without a sophisticated understanding of skeletal structure, it's plausible that early observers interpreted this central cavity as evidence of a single, massive eye. Furthermore, consider the context. The ancient Greeks, for example, were skilled mariners, exploring and colonizing islands throughout the Mediterranean. These voyages would inevitably have led to encounters with such fossilized remains. The stories that arose from these discoveries, filtered through the lens of existing beliefs and oral traditions, could readily have coalesced into the myth of the Cyclops, a powerful, solitary being with a single, imposing eye, dwelling in remote and often volcanic landscapes. These weren't observations of fantasy, but rather, misinterpretations of realities they couldn't yet fully comprehend. The very landscape itself, volcanic and rugged, amplified the perception of the Cyclops as a creature of raw, untamed power. Now, consider the griffin. This majestic creature, a hybrid of eagle and lion, served as guardian of treasure and a symbol of power across cultures, from Minoan Crete to Persia. But did its origins truly lie in flights of fancy? Perhaps not. Look instead to the arid landscapes of Central Asia, specifically Mongolia and China. Here, paleontologists have unearthed a wealth of protoceratops fossils. Imagine the scene: ancient travelers, perhaps prospectors or traders traversing these desolate regions, stumbling upon the sun-bleached bones of a protoceratops. The creature's beak-like mouth, coupled with its robust, quadrupedal frame, could easily be interpreted as a fusion of avian and feline features. And the bony frill at the back of its skull, particularly when fragmented, might have resembled vestigial wings or a lion's mane. Indeed, some scholars, including Adrian Mayer, have proposed precisely this connection, arguing that the abundance of proto-technologies fossils in the Gobi Desert provided the raw material for the griffin myth. The local deposits of gold, frequently found in association with these fossils, further cemented the griffin's role as a guardian of riches. Thus, the griffin, a creature seemingly born of pure imagination, may, in fact, be a testament to humanity's enduring ability to weave narratives around the mysteries of the natural world, transforming paleontological reality into enduring legend. The harsh environment of the Gobi Desert only amplified the griffin's perceived power and resilience. But what if some myths aren't merely echoes of natural phenomena? What if they are, instead, distorted recollections of encounters with advanced civilizations, perhaps even extraterrestrial? The ancient astronaut theory, controversial as it is, posits that beings from other worlds visited Earth in the distant past, profoundly influencing the development of human culture and technology. Could the flying carpets of Arabian Nights be misremembered descriptions of advanced aerial vehicles, their true nature lost to time? Or the thunderbolts wielded by Zeus, misinterpreted depictions of energy weapons, their power beyond ancient comprehension? Consider the Vimanas, those remarkable flying machines described in ancient Sanskrit texts like the Mahabharata and the Ramayana. Powered by mysterious energies, these craft engaged in aerial combat, wielding weapons of immense power. Easily dismissed as fantasy, perhaps. But proponents of the ancient astronaut theory suggest these texts describe actual advanced technology witnessed by ancient cultures, technology misunderstood and subsequently mythologized. Similarly, the intricate Nazca lines in Peru, visible only from the air, have fueled speculation were they landing strips for extraterrestrial spacecraft. Is it possible that the very concept of gods descending from the heavens in chariots of fire is a testament, not to divine intervention, but to encounters with beings possessing technology far beyond our current understanding of ancient capabilities? It's a radical proposition, certainly, one that challenges conventional historical narratives and demands a critical reassessment of ancient texts. It's a radical proposition, certainly. But does it not compel us to reevaluate the seemingly impenetrable line between myth and historical possibility, demanding rigorous scrutiny of both? Consider the ubiquity of serpent-like creatures in mythology. From the Leviathan of Abrahamic faiths to the feathered serpent Quetzalcoatl of Mesoamerica, these beings, often associated with the sky or the sea, share intriguing similarities. Could these diverse myths, born from geographically disparate cultures, stem from shared encounters with celestial phenomena? The appearance of comets, for instance, with their long, fiery tails streaking across the heavens, could easily be interpreted as colossal serpents by cultures lacking sophisticated astronomical understanding. Similarly, massive tidal waves, especially in coastal communities, might have fueled tales of serpentine sea monsters capable of immense destruction. Faced with the inexplicable, the human mind seeks patterns, narratives. These narratives, passed down through generations, evolve into the myths we study today, potentially obscuring a common origin in misinterpreted natural events observed across the ancient world. Is this inherent human drive to explain the unknown, to create order from chaos, not the very bedrock upon which mythology is built? So, where does this leave us? We've traversed millennia, examining dragons, not as mere fire-breathing beasts, but as terrifying manifestations of raw meteorological forces. The cyclops, perhaps, wasn't a monstrous giant at all, but the misinterpreted skull of an ancient elephant, its nasal cavity tragically mistaken for a single, all-seeing eye socket. And the griffin, that majestic hybrid, potentially owes its very existence to paleontological discoveries of proto-technologies fossils scattered across the vast steppes of Central Asia. These interpretations, while speculative, offer a compelling alternative to purely fantastical readings of ancient myths. They suggest that these enduring stories, far from being mere flights of fancy spun around a campfire, are deeply rooted in humanity's persistent attempts to understand and explain the often unfathomable world around them. The ancient observer, lacking the sophisticated scientific tools we possess today, would undoubtedly interpret dramatic natural events and unusual discoveries through the lens of their existing worldview, weaving them into narratives that serve to both explain and entertain. But are we rewriting history? No. But perhaps we are enriching it, adding layers of nuance to what we already know. By acknowledging the potential for misinterpreted phenomena and proto-technologies to have inspired these timeless tales, we gain a deeper appreciation for the sheer ingenuity and resourcefulness of our ancestors, and a renewed understanding of the enduring power of myth to reflect, distort, and ultimately, shape our very perception of reality. Where does the truth truly lie? The line between fact and fiction blurs, revealing a richer, more complex tapestry of human experience. Considering these ancient interpretations, what specific modern scientific discovery do you think might one day be misconstrued and become the basis for a new, equally compelling myth? Share your thoughts in the comments below.